Is the melanin on? Are we in this thing? Yes, we are. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. Hope that you're doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. It is free 99. And also be sure to follow me on all of my social media at Miss TP90 and turn those notifications on so you know when new content is popping. If you missed any of my latest videos, I'm gonna need you to check them out. I'll put a couple of them down below in the more description. Just go ahead and open it up. So after you're done with this one, you can just click on the next one and then go to the next one. Let's just go ahead and get into this review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Greg is out of the hospital. Let's clap it up for Gregory. There's no blockage. Amen. Greg is clear for takeoff. I just want to lightly shake Nene and say, ma'am, this is your husband's heart, ma'am, that needs to continue to pump, sweetie. Like, oh my God, she just seems so aloof to this situation. Or maybe, you know, that's just how Nene handles things. Hopefully, you know, when the cameras are off or whatever, she's really, you know, attending to Greg and like, babe, how you feel? You okay? You need me to bring you your medication? Is this the one that you take or is this one over here? Because on the show, she seems so, and it just makes me go, ugh. I hope she put on that little nurse's outfit for Greg because Greg, he, poor little Greg. I'm glad he kicking on it. I am glad. Life coach Jack Daniels. I'm trying to tell y'all he need to be marketing that Jack Daniels, even though, you know, Jack Daniels is Jack Daniels. He making house calls. He come to the house to see Soiree so that they can have their second little session. They go out on the terrace at the chateau. You know what? Soiree is actually living in this chateau. I am so geeked. I'm hyped for her because we have been looking at this chateau for years, honey. You know what? Soiree is taking steps. Don't you count yourself out, girl. Don't you do that. She ends up telling him, you know what? I'm actually ashamed to tell my kids what had happened was with sweating ass Bob. Here I am. I gotta be, you know, strong for everybody. And he's sitting here like, you know what, boo? You gotta do this in steps. You gotta take time for you. Do it when you get ready. She was like, you know, you right, Jack Daniels. You know, the Coalition Against Domestic Violence hit me up and was like, we want you to be a spokesperson. He like, hold up, bitch. How you gonna be a spokesperson if you ain't even speaking to your kids yet, boo? You gotta take it in steps, honey bunch. You can put that on the side. You can say, thank you. Let me think about it. Let me get my life. Kandi was a cover girl for Essence, honey, and I'd already seen that issue. I was like, go ahead, girl, you better do that. In the black community, Essence is Ebony. Ebony was, right after that, it was Vibe. You remember Vibe? Like, if you on the cover, it was like, what? And then, Jet. Even though it came out every week, like that was huge. What else? Word Up. Y'all remember that one? Right On. That's huge. Go ahead, Candy Cane. I can't even say Lil Riley no more. Riley is coming into her own, okay? She is coming into her face. You know, you've seen all these Real Housewives of Atlanta children, especially Cynthia's baby and Sheree's children. All these kids just come into their face and come into their own. But Riley, she is really, you better flourish, girl. Oh my God, when she smiles, she looks just like Kandi, just like her. They're getting ready to go to, I believe it was New York for the photo shoot for Essence. And Ty was like, where y'all going while we gone? Riley was like, nowhere. I mean, I think she inherited it, not only the smile from Kandi, but the monotoneness. Holla. I forgot that Carmen is doing her real estate stuff, so she's no longer the executive assistant. So, Kandi, baby girl, you ain't know you had to go to Essence. You ain't know you had to do this, so nobody packed your bags. You didn't even think about it. Like, so you got Don Juan coming 20 minutes prior just to pack your bags and y'all got to get to the airport in an additional 30 minutes. Ma'am, absolutely not. And y'all in Atlanta, child, absolutely. Oh my God, recipe for disaster. They don't have a hotel in mind. Oh my God. Kandi even resorted to saying, well, I mean, ain't nobody saying that the Trump Towers no more shit. Kandi, that wasn't funny. We're at Portia's. It's time for a meeting. It's right after the blow up with her and her sister Lauren. Lauren done popped up. Ding dong. Hey, how y'all doing? We got to figure out what's the root. What's going on with little Lauren? Po little tink tink. Lauren is like, so what's good? Oh my God, I feel like I'm left. I'm out of the sauce. Oh my God, what's going to happen when things blow up and I don't know what I'm doing? Like, am I going to be your executive assistant? Like, what's going to happen? And I was like, Lauren, shut the hell up. Okay, calm down. You her sister. She ain't gonna leave you out in the cold, boo. You better get your life, save your coins, and provide for little Tink Tink, whatever the little baby name is. Get your life together, girl. Everybody has that crazy midlife crisis saga. Shit, I had one a couple weeks ago, but you gotta snap out of that shit and get yourself back together. People out there, including myself, people can't read your mind. You have to use your words, okay? A lot of times we internalize things and then it turns into a big old blow up and people like, what the hell did I do, where you gotta use your words. People cannot read your mind. We have to be able to say, this is what is bothering me. This is how I feel. I'm having a crisis right now. Help me. Lately, when I'm going through, I'm like, you know what? I'm going through right now. I need to use my words. Anytime you're volcanoing, I think it's great for you to use your words, find somebody you trust, and then just go have at it. Portia understood, and Portia was even like, you know what, I can be a bit much too, girl. It's okay, girl. I understand, girl. Come on, sit on mama lap, lay on mama bosom, and you know, they back together. I was rolling with Portia was like, and you don't have to wear a weave if you don't want to. I was kind of like, well, if you're selling the bundles, you should have the bundles, but I understand. Let her go without the weave for maybe about a month. Okay, so Nene, oh my God, they have the most parties on Real Housewives. I mean, the most parties. Have y'all noticed on all these reality shows, all they do is go out to eat and have parties? Like, I've never in my life. Nene's having this, Girls and Gays Never Forget Soiree. I'm like, who in the hell helped you to make that name? No, it sounds a mess. First of all, the name is too damn long. Second of all, just say everybody. And third of all, why is it called Never Forget? Like, I didn't understand the shade until she talked about it. I was like, what? Her friend Marcus and Monique come through. She's telling them who's invited to the soiree, and she makes sure to say, and Portia is not invited. And they sitting here like, why come? Why not? Portia's fun. And she was like, bitch, y'all supposed to be on my side. And he was like, Portia is a lying bitch. I was like, well, okay. She lied last season. I mean, I told y'all I fucks with Portia, but I don't fucks with Portia like that. Portia's on her I don't give a fuck about your list. And I'm sitting here like, Nene, how long is your list, honey? That whole segment had me like, what? Okay. Another thing that had me like, what? Was Kenya and Sheree meeting up to go work out together. I was like, oh, so last season didn't happen. I mean, I know people can have come to Jesus moments and move forward and move on, but I was just shocked at them coming together. I'm so shocked. Either way, I do have to say I enjoy me a good color workout top and bottom. I was here for it, Kenya Moore. Get it, Kenya Moore. And I love Sheree's goddess braids. Isn't that what they call? So cute. The little Megan Good braid. I love it. The shade is still there, so there's still some pettiness underlying. They ain't friends like that, child. Not at all. But either way, they're meeting up for spin class. They talking or Whitney. Kenya has a question, and basically she is getting ready to do a PSA for domestic violence. And she was like, and I know that you were, you know, involved with domestic violence, and I was too. So I just want us to be buddies. Yeah. Can we do that? Sheree was like, oh my God, that's a good idea. But don't get too excited, babe. I didn't say yes. I'm going to think about it. I have another opportunity on the table, but that's cute. Thank you. Andy's getting ready for her Essence photo shoot. They're doing her makeup and stuff. And I keep telling y'all, I can't with Candy. How she's sitting there like, even though y'all, I don't look happy, I'm happy. See? I'm happy. I'm doing cartwheels in my head. That's how excited I am. Oh my God, I thought it was so cute how everybody was so supportive. Todd with his little self, he was so cute and supportive, and she looked pretty. I was like, go ahead, Candy Cane. You better go ahead, Candy Cane. Go ahead, Cynthia, on her date with William. I said, you better go. It's good to see Cynthia showing all of her teeth. Like, I think we saw a molar. That's how grinny she was. And they were getting ice cream on his lunch date. I said, you better be on the... Okay. He was like, I'm going to have to show you what I do with strawberries. I was like, William, damn, Zaddy. Okay. Oh, well, it's only 1 in the afternoon. Will brings up being on the blogs. Child, it's not like y'all on Entertainment Tonight. I mean, get used to it, Puddin' Pop. This is what it is. Like, you got a camera right there while y'all eating ice cream. You gonna be all right. You know, good and damn well, Cynthia off camera was like, Will, come on by Lake Bailey later on. I'll show you the lake. I'll show you some other stuff, too. So it's time for the soiree, darling. All them chocolate mans and chastises and pectoral muscles. I said, ooh, now that's nice. I was like, good job, Lanithia. I agree. I approve the message. What the hell did Marlo come through Apollo Creed on? I was just done. It looked like she was an extra for Rocky 15. I was done. But I love me some Marlo, though, because she sits in her shade. She's never going to be different. I enjoy Marlo. I do. You know what? It was another aha. I forgot that Nene and Marlo had a tiff for the last 4 years. They hadn't seen each other, but then they saw each other in the parking lot somewhere. They cussed each other out. Now they friends again. I was like, oh, okay, well, they're practically the same person. That's why they get along. They argue. They have a fight. It's done. It's over with. And then they're back. They're the same person. But Marlo, honey, she is the shadiest of them all. Sheree and Kim are meeting up to go to the soiree together. Now I have to say that Kim has made the ultimate glow up. Kim is going as Sheree's +1. And Kim was saying how she saw Nene, but Nene didn't wait to say hello or whatever. And she had taken a picture of Nene in the handicap space. I was like, first of all, who the hell takes their time out of their day to take a picture of somebody in the handicap space? Second of all, ma'am, if you're not handy-capable, don't be in the handy-capable space. Don't do that, pumpkin. And third of all, what the hell kind of time do you have on your hands, ma'am? Like, seriously, what type of petty bullshit is that? I still can't understand why it's a Kim versus Kenya situation. I'm still trying to figure that out. They talk about Kenya get married. I was done with Kim. She was like, I mean, I heard it was a fan. I was done. I said, you know what, that might be right. Child, no, we don't know him. We haven't seen him. I just saw a photo of him the other day, him and her on Instagram, and I was like, oh, we finally seen up close, because for the longest it was the back of his head. I wouldn't have been able to pick him out of a lineup, girl. I didn't know. Derek J, honey, and his wedges is Cynthia's +1, honey. Okay, the soiree is underway. I am here for Lanithia having wings everywhere. I'm here for it. Now that's a good party with wings. I do have to agree with Mr. Derek J. The name is very confusing, honey. Like, very confusing. I was like, what the? Nene, she was like, you know what? My intentions weren't bad. Like, I didn't think nothing of the name. Like, I just said the name. Half the time, she don't be thinking about what the hell she be doing. She just be doing shit, thinking it's good, honey. Yes, and she just be thinking of what she want to do at the time. So, girl, okay. And out of nowhere, she was like, is that Kim Zolciak? And everybody was like, duh. And I was like, yes, it is. She added some spice to this dull ass season so far. Come on back into the fold, Kim. Come on. Okay, Miss Lisa Wu. Have y'all noticed Lisa Wu? She makes an entrance at least every Real Housewives season just to come through and be like, hey, how y'all doing? When Bravo did that flashback, I was like, the glow up, honey, from 9 years ago to now, the glow up is real with all of them. Y'all remember Deshawn Snow? Was that her name? Yeah, I was like, oh my God. But the ultimate glow up, I had to give it to Kim. I had to give it. She looked like a Kim. Oh my God, the wig, the face, the nose, everything, totally the glow up. They're all sitting around talking, and Marlo was like, you know what, Kenya, congrats on getting married, honey. Congratulations, girl. When are we gonna meet him? I feel like everybody met him. And Sheree was like, we haven't. Ain't nobody met him. Like, we haven't. I hate Kim. Kim was like, well, he doesn't exist. I'm sorry, that shit was funny. Kenya was like, well, hopefully soon you guys will get to meet him. Hopefully. Kim was like, that's some bullshit. I was like, first of all, what is in Kimberly's cup? Like, I need to know. I know that is not sparkling cider, honey. I know that is spiked with something, like some good honesty juice is up in that cup, bruh. And the taunting kept coming from Kim. It kept coming. And I was wondering, when was Kenya gonna say something? Finally came out of nowhere. You shut the fuck up. I was like, whoa. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, ain't no way she just gonna keep talking. You ain't gonna say nothing, girl. I was waiting. It was just bubbling. Ooh. So out of nowhere, Kenya was like, why do you have such a hard on for me? I thought they cut that off in your reassignment surgery. I mean, everybody was like, ew. I was even like, wait, Kenya, ma'am, your insults come from a very deep, dark, and ugly place. Shade is shade regardless, but once you go like to another level, it's like, man, where did that come from? Like, oh my God, I know she was talking about your non-existent, existent husband, but Lord, woo. Kim came back. She was like, you know what? Well, my husband is real, bitch. I really felt like, Kenya, I did. Why are you so concerned? I was like, yeah, you know what, Kenya, true that. Oh my God, then Kenya did it again. You need to be more concerned about pimping your daughter out for John Legend tickets. Like, whose dick is she sucking? I was like, oh my God, Kenya, more. Like, what does it? Oh my God. You can see everybody's face during that whole last bit. No, and here goes Kim. Hell no, bitch. I was like, oh shit. It was hilarious. I'm sorry. That whole end piece, it was hilarious. I'm still trying to figure out, why are they so mad at each other? That is how the episode ended. And even Bravo put to be continued, bitch. Never forget, honey. We are never gonna forget that. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode? Let's talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and war. That good stuff. God bless. Bye.